I'm telling you all right now, I have no fucking idea how I'm gonna do this. Welcome. This is gonna be one of the most difficult things that I've done on this channel. And I know it sounds like, Brendan, you're fucking ranking the songs of an album. Have you listened to this album though? Okay, let me give a little backstory, okay? My Chemical Romance, we all know who they are. They're the classic emo band that everyone that listened to them had to wear black eyeliner, but that's not what they are. No, they are a rock and roll band, and in 2006 they released one of the most fantastic albums of all time, right next to American Idiot. I don't know if it's as good as American Idiot, don't hold me to that. American Idiot is my favorite album ever. Just pretend like I didn't compare them. It's fine. In 2006 they released The Black Parade. The Black Parade, like actually, have you listened to it? Like, go listen to it. It's fucking ridiculous. It's one of my favorite albums of all time. Like I said, next to American Idiot. Don't compare them. I'm not doing that. But it's literally a masterpiece. So, in honor of this band, who broke up in 2013, announcing their reunion for at least one show. That's all I know. It's like a show in December. Right now it's November 7th. And I think like December something, they're playing a show in California. So, good for them. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe they'll play some of the Black Parade, or they'll just do their weird stuff from 2010. Okay, the song Sing is good, but like, what were they doing then? I don't understand. Like, they need to just play the Black Parade at every concert, and that's it. And then a little bit of 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge. Yeah, like a few songs off there, but mainly the Black Parade. Okay, you wanna get into this tier list? I don't know how I'm gonna do this because I fucking love every song on this album. So I guess the only song that's like not a song on the album has to go at 14.
So give them blood, gallons of the stuff. Give them all that they can drink and it will never be enough.
Blood's hilarious, okay? I drank one of these, so I'm like kind of bouncing off the walls and like burping, and it's gross, but like just bear with me, okay? Every time I hear it, I feel joy, even though it's kind of disturbing. This whole album kind of brings me joy, even though it really shouldn't, because it's about like death. But this song is kind of hilarious. Yeah, Gerard's just a maniac. Like, I don't know what else to say about this song. Moving on. Number 13 is Disenchanted. Like I said, none of these are bad songs. This one just doesn't hit me as hard as, well, the 12 other songs on the album do. It starts off really slow, and then it kind of explodes. Doesn't explode as much as like the end, but it's pretty good. But it's still 13 because it's not that good. Number 12 is The Sharpest Lives. This was hard, man. I didn't know what to do. I feel like I went through so much of this album ranking the tracks, and I was like, okay, I need to pick all the songs that I really love and like put them up high. And then I looked and I was like, oh, there's like 9 or 10 of these songs that I really love, and I don't know like how to do that. So like even this song, which I think is fantastic, it's not one of the best on the album. It's a lot about his like drinking problems. The couple of years before this album came out, he had like bad drinking problems and would like always be drunk for concerts, and I think he got sober before this, and that song's kind of a lot about that. He says, give me a shot to remember, so yeah, I don't think he's talking about like the flu shot, right? Okay, moving on. Number 11 is I Don't Love You. This is hard. I'm sorry. I love this song. I think it doesn't come as high up because it just doesn't have the energy that other songs do. And you're gonna be like, well, one of the other songs that you put higher on the list has even less energy, and shut the fuck up, I know, but it's a better song. It's good if you're going through a breakup. I'm not going through a breakup, so like I'm okay. It's a good song, okay? It's just not that good. Fucking leave me alone. Let's move on. Number 10 is This Is How I Disappear. I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. The only reason why this isn't higher on my list is because it has such a goddamn long name. Fuck, I just realized that, oh god. Yeah, you know what other song has a really long name. Okay, it's just, the other song needs to have a long name. You know what fucking song I'm talking about if you're watching this video. But This Is How I Disappear is too long. I just want one word, like dead, which you'll see where it comes on the list. Nah, I'm just kidding. But this is a good song. It has good energy. I don't have all the things to say about these songs. That's why they're lower on the list, okay? This Is How I Disappear is number 10. Moving on. Okay, number 9 is The End. This hurt me to do, okay? This really hurt me because usually when I listen to this album, I listen to it front to back, and obviously The End is the first song. You like how they did that? I don't know how to describe it. I feel like it leaves some on the table because it needs to run into the song Dead. It's kind of like The End / Dead, even though I don't know if they consider it that. But like, it's the intro to Dead. As a solo song, it's still gonna come lower on the list. I could have done The End and Dead as like a duo, but I wanted to keep them separate just because they're like such different songs. So The End is number 9. My favorite line on the whole album is when he says, "When I grow up, I want to be nothing at all." That is literally my favorite line, and it comes in this song, so props to Gerard for having that fantastic line. And yeah, moving on. Number 8's House of Wolves. This was hard not to put up higher on the list. Literally all the songs are hard not to put up higher on the list. House of Wolves probably has the most energy on the whole album. Like, I don't know. I find myself singing this song in the shower, pretending to play the guitar to it, probably 3 times, 4 times a week. I'm sorry to my roommate Henry, whose door is right on the other side of our bathroom. You probably get waken up by me playing House of Wolves on my air guitar every morning. So yeah, moving on. Okay, here's the other slow one. Number 7, it's Cancer. We all know this song, and if you know it because 21 Pilots covered it, then please stop watching this video because that makes me upset. Cancer is powerful, man. I don't really know what to say about it besides for people who have gone through, whether it be themselves or family members or friends having to go through cancer and the treatments and how it affects everyone around them's life. Even if you haven't experienced that, this song is powerful. Like, as a standalone, no matter who's listening, this song makes you feel something, like, serious. And it's kind of crazy how a song can do that, but they just don't hold back. Like, Gerard with the lyrics just doesn't hold back. But it's just a sad song, okay? Like, I don't know how to explain it. Just leave me alone. Number 6 is Famous Last Words. This is the best outro to an album that like I've ever heard, I think. Even though Blood is like technically the last song, it's a hidden track, so Famous Last Words is the last line on the track. Yo, when the chorus hits on this song, like it literally gives me chills. It's kind of beautiful because it's like they go through the whole story and like the patient who's the character through the entire story, and it's like all about death and like him dying. And then at the end, in Famous Last Words, he's saying, "I am not afraid to keep on living." It's kind of hard to decipher exactly what he means. Like, okay, are you the patient and like you haven't died yet and you're saying like, "I'm not afraid to keep living," or are you an outsider and you're like affected by this? Maybe like it was one of the patients, like family members or loved ones or something, and it's coming from them saying, "I'm not afraid to keep on living," for your memory. And I don't know, but it's it's heartwarming, it's powerful, it's one of the best choruses on the entire album, and it's just great, okay? Like, listen, I don't know, okay? Because the drugs never work, they gonna give you a smirk, cause they got methods of keeping you clean. Number 5 is Teenagers. When I first started listening to this album, Teenagers was my favorite song on the album, and then I overplayed it, and I probably listened to it like 30 times a day. My roommate can attest to that. Teenagers is great, but I feel like I was more drawn to it when I hadn't listened to the rest of the album as much as I have now. It's a very standalone topic. It's like the one song on this album that doesn't deal with like some form of the patient's story or like death. Gerard literally said that like it doesn't fit well here, but it's a message that like needs to come across, and it's kind of about society like wanting teenagers to fail and like being scared of them. A lot of people think that it's Gerard himself saying like teenagers scare the shit out of him, but it's really coming from like the mass society and like the government and everything saying like the word is literally, they said all teenagers scare the living shit out of me. So it's coming from someone else, it's not coming from him. But yeah, he's saying that like they're powerful and they're like society is trying to like hold them back, and they know that they're actually just terrified of them. And then it addresses the problem of school shootings in I think like the second verse, and that's powerful. And yeah, it's just a good message. The chorus is one of the most catchy things I've ever heard in my life, and it's just good, man. Teenagers is good.
And when we go, don't blame us, yeah. We'll let the fire just feed us, yeah.
Okay, number 4 we have Mama. This probably should be higher on the list. It's probably like, if we did an objectively best songs on the album, it would probably be like 1 or 2, but personally I have it at 4 because I like 3 other songs better than it. But it's just like terrifying and like the most dark song that I've ever heard in my life. It's like an anthem, and it terrifies me. It's a crazy song and you should go check it out. But that's all I have to say about it. Number 3, what do you think? What could it be? Yeah, it's Dead. This is the second half of The End, and yeah, they just go right into it, man. The guitar at the beginning, like, it's... Good job. Good job. This is basically, they get right into it. The patient's dead. Like, he's dead, and now we have this song, and it's only like 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes into the album, and he's already dead. And Gerard is not afraid to let him know that. The chorus is literally, have you heard the news that you're dead? Does the patient know he's dead? Is he in like purgatory? What's going on? We don't know, but we get a great song. Dead, good song, good song. Okay, we have 2 songs left. I'm sure you probably know what one of them is, but is it gonna be number 1?
One day I'll leave you a phantom to lead you in the summer to join the Black Parade.
No, it's not gonna be number 1 because it's number 2. Yes, this is probably their most commercially successful song ever. Yes, I will literally listen to this song for the rest of my life and sing it at the top of my lungs. And yes, I think they deserve all the awards in the world for it, but it's number 2. I'm not saying anything bad about it, because there's only good things to say about it. I think Gerard's vocals on this are amazing. When I was a young boy. Like, who doesn't know that? Let me know who doesn't know that line, and then I'll push it down my list a little bit more. But welcome to the Black Parade. Yeah, you're number 2, because this song is better.
So shut your eyes, kiss me goodbye, and say,
Yeah, man. Sleep is the best song. Yeah, Sleep is the best My Chemical Romance song. And yes, I'm saying that. No other song, not Helena, not The Ghost of You. Sleep is the best My Chemical Romance song, and it's obviously the best on this album. Just listen to this.
knowing that I'm coming back again. And through it all,
Like, it's literally the best thing ever. It's haunting. It's like almost as haunting as Mama, but not quite as like, well, nah, it is quite as dark. Not quite as like sinister, I would say. So it's a little bit more like bearing, and you don't feel like something's gonna like come out and kill you while you're listening to it. Like, this song is powerful, and I will scream this song at the top of my lungs as long as I'm alone and no one can hear me. So basically, when I'm in my car, I will scream this song at the top of my lungs. And it's crazy how like they have I don't even know what to call it, but it's like a guy kind of like talking to like a shrink or something, and saying like, I have these terrors where like I see people dying, and it like feels like someone's gripping my throat and all this stuff. And it's about like sleep, like night terrors, and like it's crazy. And yeah, it makes you not want to go to sleep because you're afraid to sleep. It's one of the best songs like that I've ever heard. It's fantastic. It comes in at number 1 on this album for me personally, and probably for a lot of other people. I know my dad said it was his favorite song on the album, and I was like, yeah, you're right, it's pretty good. So My Chemical Romance is back together. Should I go to California to see them in December? Probably not, but I wish. So thank you for watching this video. Sorry I haven't done any vlogs or anything. I guess it's just not my thing anymore. But I like talking about stuff like this to you guys. So I had the Joker, and now I have this. I've been filming for like 21 minutes, so I hope this video isn't quite that long. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you go listen to MCR if you hadn't in some time, because I definitely hadn't, and I was very, very happy to recently. And yeah, thanks for watching. Share the love, and good night.
All together now.